Hi guys, it's BMR Divine Tarot back. Why did I say like that? BMR. It's BMR Divine Tarot back at it with another video for you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Today's video will be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Alrighty. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna see what energy comes up. What is the vibe like with the what's the vibe deck? I like this deck a lot. I use it often, as you guys should know if you tune in. So we're gonna see what's really happening for Aquarius, what divine wants you guys to know, what's happening. Yeah, just let's get right into it. As I said, I hope you guys are doing well, following your journeys, trusting the process, having patience, trusting the flow. Very important to do that. I've been learning that myself on my spiritual journey. It's about trust and patience sometimes for certain things, and you can't force certain things. What is meant for you will be for you. Random thought, not that random actually, was meant to say that. All right, we're gonna get into Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Let's see what the divine has in store or wants you guys to know, Aquarius. Let's get into it. Let's see what the energy is bringing about for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Let's see. What's the vibe like? Exhausted. Somebody could be exhausted in your energy, or maybe it could be you. You could be exhausted, and the divine, take it how it resonates, is telling you to slow down, take some time for yourself because you're exhausted. You could be working extremely hard. You could be very burdened. So you're maybe the divine is telling you to slow down right now. Yeah, this is just for someone, for any Aquarius right now who is feeling a little exhausted and burnt out. Um, you should definitely slow down. Take some time for yourself. Get out in nature. Slow down. Aquarius, and but follow your dreams as well. Splitting the deck, and I'm seeing follow your dreams. So just rest yourself, slow down. Yeah, that's for someone, some Aquarius out there that you should really follow. Yeah. Maybe you could also be having waves of emotions. You could be fearful, you could be worried about something, or someone could be worried for you, but the divine is saying you're protected. So this could be your energy as well, Aquarius. Like you could be feeling, emotional as you're exhausted. Um, yeah, you could be feeling emotional, but you're protected. Yeah, give me more. So just that could be just some for some Aquarius people. Let's get more into the energy. Huh. Maybe you're worried about something. Maybe someone in your energy is also masked and concealing. So take that too. Yeah, I'm seeing two-faced here. So maybe you have been dealing with someone, or somebody is in your energy who is two-faced, a liar, cheater, backstabber. Somebody could have been fake to you. Maybe you got an epiphany about this. You really saw the picture there, Aquarius, about an individual who is hiding something, who was concealing themselves. Um, yeah, yeah, this could have been someone that's concealing themselves, and this could have exhausted you, this could have burnt you out. I'm seeing on the bottom of the deck, this person is two-faced for sure, and that you need to relax. You could be going on a vacation because you're exhausted, or the divine is encouraging you to relax, Aquarius. As I said, you could be going through waves of emotion, you could be going through worry and fear. Um, but there is definitely some type of masked energy. I can't someone who is deceptive that could be in your energy, and this could be exhausting you. All right, let's get into the tarot. Let's see what this really is about. Give me something on this energy, but this specifically, this masked energy. Let's see what this masked energy is. I'm drawn to see what this is, this deceptive energy. What is this about? I'm seeing the Queen of Swords. Hmm. Mask. Hmm. Hmm. Lack of practical. Give me more on this masked energy. Ooh, okay. Okay. So this masked energy for you could be definitely someone from your past with the Six of Cups in the reverse, but you have bad memories with this person, very flawed memories with this person. Okay, this person could have brought you some level of heartbreak in the past. This is this mass energy, or this person who is, yeah, this person who is deceptive is going through some type of heartbreak. But because I'm seeing exhausted here and weight of emotions, maybe this person caused some type of heartbreak in your life, Aquarius, and the cycle is not over, or they don't want a cycle to be over. This could also be someone from your past who is heartbroken because you maybe don't speak to this person anymore, maybe because you got an epiphany, you saw that they were deceptive and they were exhausting you. So you took time for yourself. Um and because of that, Aquarius, yeah, because of that, this person is heartbroken. Maybe you were also, maybe you could have been this Queen of Swords energy who was very perceptive. You saw through the mask. You were very intelligent and saw through the mask here. And this could be definitely you, this Queen of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This could be you, Queen of Swords, very perceptive, very wise, very intellectual, very analytical. And there's someone from your past who is heartbroken because you saw through their deception and they don't want a cycle to be over. Hmm. Yeah, you do not want a cup of love from someone. You do not want a cup of love. You're rejecting someone's offer. You're rejecting someone over because of an epiphany that you had about this person. This person, as I said, could have really exhausted your energy for sure, Aquarius. And the divine here was is saying slow down, take some time for yourself. Maybe you already did that. So take it how it resonates because it's giving that this person from your past who you have bad memories with, you broke it off for sure, and you're moving on. You're very perceptive in this Queen of Swords energy. Yeah, give me more on this mass thing. You're coming out victorious in this situation. Yeah, you came out victorious over this masked person, this deception, this person who was hiding something from you, and you finally saw, you got the answered questions, as it says right here. You got the questions answered, um, and you saw through it because of your intellect, because of your analytical skills. It was because of your smarts right here, actually, that helped you to see something for what it truly was, and then you saw something for what it truly was. With the Nine of Cups, you maybe you felt very happy and fulfilled, like you got your wishes fulfilled by seeing through this deception. Like you felt very satisfied and came out victorious in this situation over a masked individual who was betraying you here with the Ten of Swords. Wow. Anything else about mass right here and this Queen of Swords energy, this Aquarius here who saw through it, who saw through it. Yeah, we saw the page of wow, the page of you. What you saw through is someone who is fate. This page of Pentacles. This person from your past could have had financial issues. They could have lacked. They were just not a very practical person. They could have been had. They just didn't have their not a go getter. They just didn't have their earthly matters in order. They lacked being. They were not grounded. There was no love here. It was giving fake love. This person could have been giving you fake love or pretending to love you. Yeah, yeah. This person, and I'm seeing the Knight. This person could have been somebody who was very fast moving, not slow and steady, not practical. Um, Not somebody who works hard and diligently. This person could have just been very lazy as well. And you saw through everything. You saw through the secrets. You saw through the illusions that this person was putting forward about themselves, as we see masked. So this is someone who was masked in your life, and you were very perceptive. Anything else about this masked energy here? Mm. the five the five of pentacles in reverse. I'm seeing a king of swords in reverse. So maybe this is somebody you're as a queen of swords. In the upright, you could have seen through a king of swords. In the reverse, somebody who is cold and callous. And as we are seeing the ace of cups here in the reverse, this person was not a flood of love. This person was not being a loving individual. This person could have harbored a lot of hate towards you. But I feel like you could have, with this five of pentacles in reverse, you're not struggling. You're not struggling. You're coming out of struggle. Maybe you are in struggle, or maybe you were struggling. You're coming out of struggle because you, maybe as I said, you were around a king of swords in the reverse, and wow, and because of having this epiphany and moving on, and this person is now heartbroken, they feel bad. Or you could have moved on from a heartbreak and had victory because your perceptive saw through the bullshit. um, you could have been coming out of this lack of financial stability with this person, because I feel that you left them in the dust. You, because I feel like this is why it's massive. You got this epiphany, you got answered questions, and I feel like this is someone who you moved on from. I feel like this person is heartbroken, or you're leaving this heartbreak behind. You could also still be having some level of heartbreak, but I see the six of wands here, victory. You are not dwelling in this because you're coming out victorious in this situation, because you saw through the deception of, I feel, this king of swords in the reverse, you know, and you're now coming out of this poverty mindset. Maybe you were sickish, maybe you're going through a lot when you were this with this person, as we saw, exhausted and burnt out. So divine is, maybe you're coming out of the situation, and that's why you need to slow down if you haven't slowed down already, to take time for yourself. Anything else for this masked energy, this deceptive energy, this king of swords in the reverse? That's what I was feeling. Is that king of swords in the reverse? Yep, divine is saying, confirming that everything is the truth right here. Yep, you saw through the illusions. You saw through this on the bottom of the deck. Aquarius, you saw through the illusions. You saw through the deception. Seeing through the deception, seeing someone for who they really are, and answering a lot of questions. Maybe this could have caused you to have a lot of emotions and worry and fear. And this could also be this this king of swords in the reverse's energy of being emotional, worried, and fearful, because you've seen them for truly who they are. You're seeing them for truly who they are. Someone who didn't really have love for you or anything, and they carried you down, clearly, because I'm feeling, since you're having victory and you've seen them for who you are, who they are, and you're moving on from them, surely, because this is the point. That's why you're victorious here. That's why the six of wands is here. Because if you continue to say there's no way you'll be victorious in this situation, you would just continue to, you'd go down a downward spiral. But because you've seen them for who they are, and you're moving on, and this person is definitely heartbroken over it, you and you're coming out of this heartbreak, or heart feeling bad because, you know, of this whole situation, but you are smart enough to see through it. I just feel like you're in a better place. Anyways, give me more on this mass energy. Anything else that we need to know about this? I feel king of swords in the reverse for sure. Somebody who doesn't go within. This mass energy was someone who doesn't go within. Maybe they were a part of the friend group, a dysfunctional friend group as well. Queen of swords, and you saw through it as well. Hmm. I just saw the magician in the reverse, so yeah, sending energy, bad news, the devil. Yeah, give me something, give me more on this whole situation. Really. Wait, let me see. Give me something on the epiphany, even though I really think that's it. Okay, the epiphany for you was seeing the Four of Cups. The epiphany was for you was to stop accepting, to leave this person behind. Stop accepting whatever fake offer of love or this dirty offer that they were giving you, or whatever they were giving you. It was fake. Oh, yep. You know what it is? This is what the epiphany was. You saw that this person was a fake person. You saw that it was fake love with the Ace of Cups in reverse. It was giving hatred. It was giving like they pretend to like you, but they really don't like you. And with the lovers in the reverse, this is what you saw. This is the epiphany you got. This King of Swords wasn't in the reverse was not for you. Queen of Swords in the upright, smart and just brilliant. Yeah, you saw this epiphany was that no longer will I accept this fake love. That is what it was. Wow, and it keeps coming. Split the deck. King of Swords. We're gonna take the King of Swords here, and this is the person who is spying on you, could be gossiping about you as well. Mm. Give me something on this King of Swords in the reverse, of course. What we know that they're heartbroken. We know that they could have financial problems. They um pretended to like you. They don't go within. They could be a part of a dysfunctional friend group that knew about this whole situation. You got the epiphany to stop accepting that love because it was fake love, and you moved on. What else about this King of Swords? Four of Wands. Maybe they see you with a new soulmate. Maybe they're angry. Yeah, that could be it. This person could be King of Aquarius. Aquarius, whoever this is for. Whichever part resonates for you. But this King of Swords could be very angry that you do not see them as your twin flame. That's one. Or you could be or twin flame soulmate, or you could be talking to someone new and this King of Swords in the reverse is very angry about it. Take it how it resonates. Anything else about this King of Swords? Mm-hmm. Anything about this King of Swords that we need to know? Strength. What I'm getting here is that you're just too strong. This King of Swords is sees your strength. This King of Swords sees your strength. As I saw the Magician in the reverse, we're gonna we don't know, but sees your strength and sees that you could be an overall leader. Maybe you're extremely spiritual as well, Queen of Swords. You could be this leader. You're very strong. You're very outspoken, and you're someone who, yeah, you could help to better this world. I'm seeing a High Priestess in the reverse, so that could be significant. Hmm. And I did see the Magician in the reverse. There's always some dark energy afoot, isn't there? Oh my god. Anyways, give me more of this King of Swords. What else? The King of Swords is watching you. We did see the Page of Swords talking about his spying on you, whatever that is, to gather information on you. They're watching you move forward with they're watching you move forward. They're watching you sail to calmer waters. This Aquarius. Yeah, you really could be this perceptive individual because this is where I'm getting it from. This Queen of Swords in the upright and then the Epiphany. That is what it is for me. And then seeing this cup, Epiphany, not accepting this cup, seeing that it was a fake love. It was fake love. And you were perceptive and you saw through it. You got that. You got that. Yeah. Yes, Queen of Swords. Yes. Anything else about this King of Swords in the reverse? Oh, let's see. What else about this King of Swords? One, two, three. They could feel very defeated. Maybe they want you to give up. Maybe they could want you to give up. Maybe, yeah, maybe they want you to give up. They could want you to give up on being a leader. Maybe they want you to give up on being a some type of speaker, some type of some person who helps individuals, some type of person who people look up to. Maybe that's what they want. They want you to give up on that. They want you to give up on that. Is that it, Divine? Is that it? Is that it, Spirit? Like, yeah, yeah, that is it. That is it. They could want you to give up on working. They could want you to give up on working with the Seven of Swords. In the reverse, they could have been working to cause you to give up. That's why we have the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could have, but you persevered. You continue to persevere. Maybe they wanted you to give up, but you continue to persevere. You continue to work hard. Queen of Swords being very perceptive, being smart, being someone who people look up to. Maybe they wanted you to walk away from this path of being a spiritual leader and also using this. You're giving me brilliant here, Aquarius. You could be a very smart and perceptive individual, but as well as someone who is spiritual as well, and combining both your smarts and your spirituality. And then someone could have wanted this King of Swords and maybe whatever group, but this King of Swords specifically. The King of Swords in the reverse, it comes up often, because you have so many in the world. But and it doesn't have to be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It can just be as someone who is very cold and embodying that energy of the King of Swords in the reverse. Cold, callous, mean, very calculated, very egotistical, just not a nice person. Evil. That's the word I would say. um Yeah, they could have wanted you to give up on your work and give up on this path of a spirit, being a leader, being someone who speaks out. Yeah, that's what it is, Aquarius. Give me more on this. Anything else? They wanted you to give up. Yeah. Someone, this King of Swords in the reverse is in emotional distress. Their emotions are all over the place as they watch you move on, as they watch you sail to come out, as they watch you see who they found. Watched you find out who who they really were, who they were hiding, concealing from you, and then you saw it and you got the epiphany and they're heartbroken over it, and that you're coming out victorious and you saw them for some who they really are, and then you did what? You stop accepting whatever couple love, you just turned them away. And you saw that it was fake love. You saw through the bullshit, seeing through the bullshit, being this Queen of Swords energy, Aquarius. Anything else? Maybe give me something. I'm maybe exhausted here. This, I just feel that this was you. This relationship, this friendship, this whatever this was with this person could have been, it's giving love. So yeah, look at that. You're getting your wishes fulfilled. Was exhausting you. That is what it is. Give me something on it. This is what it is. This was exhausting you and you had to, yeah, exhausted. But also I'm seeing a Queen of Swords. Nah, why am I saying Queen of Swords? A High Priestess in the reverse, who could be exhausted as well. Okay, so maybe there's remember we said there's some dark, there's all getting more to the story here. So there's some always some dark energy afoot. Maybe how this King of Swords was trying to get you to stop working and trying to stop you from being this spiritual person who speaks up, being this leader that the divine wants you to be, and giving up, but you continue to persevere, was by exhausting you using by collaborating, because I we did see the Three of Cups in the reverse, by collaborating with a High Priestess in the reverse with a group of people who are made a bad judgment. So you could have been exhausted and felt burnt out and been having emotions and more because the Aquarius, somebody was doing some, a High Priestess in the reverse was doing some type of manipulation. I did see the Magician in the reverse in the deck as well when I split it. Um, doing some type of dark manipulation to cause you to be burnt out. And maybe this High Priestess is also burnt out from doing so much and you're still moving forward. because I feel like you're not no longer burdened. Yep, you can make up the seven of Pentacles in the reverse, putting in so much effort and not seeing any reward. So this High Priestess in the reverse could have been trying to get you exhausted, have you really exhausted for sure. And this King of Swords was also trying to get you exhausted, maybe with this King of this Queen, this High Priestess in the reverse. So you could have been getting it from. It could have been just a collaborative effort. Wow, just a lot. Anyways, give me more on this High Priestess in the reverse from exhausted. And as I said, they could be exhausted too because they're still moving forward. Yeah, you can't make it up. This person is very angry. They're angry. They're angry because they made a bad judgment. They're angry. They could be rushing. They could also be still trying to do stuff here, Aquarius, because that's why they're just angry, impulsive, and but they're still they're exhausted, you know. And I feel like you were definitely exhausted as well. You could have been feeling exhausted because of some energy. Anyways, any more thing else on this queen that keeps saying that High Priestess in the reverse? I'm seeing the Ten of Swords. Maybe they wanted to read. They would have felt happy, satisfied if they fully betrayed you. Maybe that's what they want. Give me more on this person, this High Priestess. What is the Yeah, that is the truth. They would have felt so happy. But I feel like everything, the secrets and illusions are exposed because you're victorious and you're sailing to come out as they would this that's why they could be very exhausted. They would have felt so happy and satisfied if they had put an end to you. Wow. With magic. You can't make it up. Didn't I say I saw the Yeah. Anything else about this High Priestess? Who would have felt so satisfied or mm, yeah. They could feel very defeated. They could could have tried to defeat you. I'm seeing two people walking away. Maybe it's this King of Swords and High Priestess. Ah, and going through bad karma. Anything else about this High Priestess in the reverse divine? What is their how are they feeling? What is it? They feel defeated. Oh, maybe they want to come and apologize. That could be something. They're feeling very emotionally distressed. Remember, we saw the King of Cups. So this King of Swords is all emotionally all over the place, and this Queen of Swords as well could be very emotionally all over the place as well. Just a very heavy manipulator as well. What is this? Want to apologize? What really? That's what it is? Because this justice is playing out. Justice is playing out. This person feels defeated. They feel that tower moment is happening for them. What is happening for this High Priestess in the reverse? So Aquarius, what is happening for this High Priestess in the reverse? Some type of ending, and on the bottom of the deck, bad news. So maybe this High Priestess in the reverse wants to come and apologize to you because they're going through some type of ending. Something is happening, Aquarius. Some type of ending is happening for this person, and maybe this bad news for them. And I feel it has something to do with sickness. Yeah, I feel it has something to do with sickness. An ending. That's all I will say. An ending could be coming for someone. Yeah, this is what I'm. The Queen of Cups in the reverse, and they want to come and apologize. That's right. As I said, they could have been. You could have been exhausted, and you had to slow down and take time for yourself. But I feel like this person is exhausted. They could be exhausted and burnt out. Hmm. They could be very unhappy. An ending is happening for maybe they want to come and apologize because of this bad news. I feel like what they did to you maybe you can't make it up. Aquarius, look, This is the truth. May this person wants to, this high priestess in the reverse wants to apologize to you because they feel defeated by whatever they were doing to you. It backfired and it's causing an ending in their life. Take it how it resonates for ending, whatever that means. Um, it's causing an ending here, and they want to apologize because this is the bad news that they're giving with the page of wands in the reverse and the reverse, and as a result they feel like apologizing to you could help them help stop this ending. Yeah. Hmm. Anything else about this high priestess that Aquarius needs to know? This story though. Huh. This high priestess could want a new beginning. They could want a new beginning. Anything else about this high priestess that Aquarius needs to know? The Two of Swords. Yeah, this is the truth. Like, this person wants a new beginning. They want a new beginning, so they want to apologize to you. Um, Maybe they don't know how to apologize to you. I'm seeing the devil. They want to maybe get out of the clutches of the devil. That could be something here. Yeah, this is very interesting. So it could have been the main people, this King of Swords who you could have had some love interest with, and this High Priestess in the reverse here, and a group of maybe group of people who were friends who were knew about what was happening, but you saw through the bullshit. That's the point. You saw through the bullshit with the King of Swords. You're the Queen of Swords, being very perceptive, Aquarius, and just seeing through all the bullshit with this person, and you saw what was up. You got that epiphany and you followed your intuition. You used your smarts as well to see that this person was hiding and being fake. You moved on. This person could have been trying to get you to trying to stop you from being a spiritual leader by collaborating with a high priestess in the verse to stop you, and now this high priestess in the verse is going through an ending and wants to apologize to you. uh wow, you see, look, it's what consequences. This is consequences for this high priestess in the reverse. This is what the divine is saying because of the bad choices they made, because they're too fit. Look here. Anything that you want to tell us, divine, about this high priestess in the reverse from the What's the Vibe? They could be very nosy, like watching you. Mm-hmm. Some type of love affair is going on too. Anyways, high priestess in the reverse here. Psychopath. So this person could be very psychotic. I don't know when that cut out, but I saw it blinking. So yeah, but what did I say? That this person wants to come and apologize to you. Apology on the bottom of the deck. Anything else? You're hopeful, you're coming out victorious, and you're fine. This is the consequences. You have this person blocked. Your blocked, or the divine is blocking them from your energy. You are amazing. You're good. And you're doing well. The divine just wants you to show you what is happening in the background. They're salty as you move forward and do your thing and be the spiritual leader. And this King of Swords and this High Priestess try to stop you from being in the seat that the divine wants you to be. Anyways, Aquarius, this is your reading. I hope it helped. If it didn't resonate, leave it alone. If it did, then it resonated. This is BMR Divine Tarot. Have a good one.